wherever it is, where you are, have a good day. And guess what? You're watching our Sweet Home Live.
Welcome everyone. We appreciate you joining us today. And MoeJoe's got me in the kitchen with him today.
Yeah, in the kitchen, aren't you, sweetheart?
I am.
MoeJoe and Glenda.
And we have on the aprons that I made.
Hey, you like
so
that?
what do you think about them?
Well, it's got trucks and campers on it. Or mostly campers, I guess, yeah. Glenda's got lemons on it.
Lemons. And I thought it matched my dress pretty well.
Pretty good. We're doing a simple dish today. Tell them what it is.
We are doing a taco pie, I believe is what you would call it. So we have already browned our hamburger meat. We actually cooked that in the oven before we went to church.
This is like a dump dish.
So we're just going to take that, and it's about 2 pounds of meat, ground beef, and we're going to pour it into our Dutch oven here. And as you know, I love this Dutch oven. That was my mother's. And I actually did a video on Dutch ovens. I mean on cast iron.
Cast iron. But we do a lot of cooking in the Dutch oven.
We do, and I love this Dutch oven. And so we have our meat in there. And we have a can of corn that we're going to add.
Dump it in, don't you?
Just dump it in.
I
drained the corn. Have some tomatoes. We're going to dump in there. And I drained most of the juice off of those. We have a can of Rotel. We're going to dump in.
Good and hot, guys.
Good and spicy. And we have a large can of these pinto beans. I think we're all going to use about a half of those.
Yeah, those were nearly a quarter of the way full of nothing but juice. So
we drained those.
To give you an idea how many we got.
So we're kind of just stirring this up together.
Kind of blend everything a little bit. Okay. So it's rather dry looking at this point. So is it supposed to be that dry? Or
Well, I'm not for sure.
She says you're not sure.
We're just going to stir it, but it is kind of dry. I think we're all going to have to add some water to it so it won't be so dry.
Maybe we overdid it just a little bit.
So we're going to put a can of this Rotel water in here.
Okay.
This has a can of that. Put a little juice in here so it won't be so dry. Okay, there you go. And I have some sour cream I'm going to add. About that much, however much that is.
That's about half a cup, would you say, Glenda?
I think so.
Nothing real technical.
No. We're just going to layer that on. Okay, I'm going to mix up the cornmeal. I have a cup of cornmeal. I have a spoon of sugar. If you have a recipe that calls for Jiffy mix, that's all Jiffy mix is. It's a cup of cornmeal mix. I'm just going to stir it up together.
We're going to dump the onion on it too. You know how I like onion. And that's part of the recipe also, isn't it?
It is. Actually, I think we should have stirred that in.
Well, I don't know that it matters. I'm going to push it down in there. We'll get all that goodness.
I don't think it matters either.
The goodness is going to be down in it, and it's all going to be.
I'm going to add a little bit more of this buttermilk. I have used probably about 3/4 of that small cup.
And that would be, I don't know, half a cup, I'd say.
Yeah, so that's about half a cup. And then we're going to kind of spread this on top. I haven't made this recipe in a long time. I used to make this when my kids were small. But we was looking for something easy for us to do, and my son sent us some videos, and he said he thought this would be something good that all of you may enjoy, and I think he was right.
Yeah.
And I believe this is going to be nothing but good, as Granny would say.
Nothing but good.
Nothing but good. Just spreading it out here.
And you've got the oven heating up, and it's at 375.
Right, 375. We're going to sprinkle some cheese on top.
Sprinkle the cheese. How much we need, Miss Glenda? She gonna let me do the cheese.
I'm gonna let him do the cheese.
I don't trust her with this cheese. She loves cheese.
I do. It's one of my favorite foods.
In case you want to know, Glenda loves cheese and olives.
That's probably good enough for right now, and then we'll take it out right before we take it out and put some more cheese on it.
Oh, more cheese.
So that's fine for right now.
I'm gonna put it in there for her, and it's a little heavy.
And we'll bake that for about 30 minutes, and we will check on it in 30 minutes.
Stay tuned, guys. Okay, how long, Glenda?
It's been in there about 30 minutes on 375.
Look at that. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
That looks good, good, good. And we made us a little salad with some grapes and cheese. And all we did was use 2 pounds of ground beef, pinto beans, corn, rotel, tomatoes, and a thing of taco seasoning. And then put our cornbread mixture and topped it with cheese. And also we put a layer of sour cream before we put the cornbread. And I believe that was all.
I believe Glenda will have the recipe in the
Description.
down there.
I will. I'll put it in the description for you. And also check out our video about the aprons that I made. That was really, really easy
I'm proud of mine, guys. Look at this.
for a beginner seamstress.
See
So
this?
check out that video.
See these retro campers? Yeah, that's me.
So we're gonna eat our lunch, and we appreciate you joining us today at Our Sweet Home
Our
Life.
sweet home life.
Bye.
See you later, guys.